Hey, what's going on, guys? For today's Mook review, we're going to be taking a look at the sequel to I Love RGM. This is I Love RGM 2. So if you guys have missed the previous review, taking a look at the first volume in this series, you can go back and check that out. If you're a fan of the gym, I would highly recommend checking it out because there's a ton of really great gym builds in there. But this is book 2, which interestingly features the Gym 3 on the cover, which I just recently reviewed the HGUC Gym 3. Really cool kit. This one looks very cool as well, quite customized, but there's going to be a whole bunch of different RGM, different mobile suits in here. So if you guys are a fan, stick around. There's going to be a lot of cool stuff to see. Let's go ahead and get into it for today's video. So to start off, this build on the front, I have to imagine is like mostly a scratch build, and it looks like it's maybe 1/100 scale. If that's based off of the HGUC kit, I mean, it's very heavily modified. So here's what that looks like. Under the dust jacket, it's just plain and monochrome, kind of mint green there. On the back, we have a few more examples of what we're gonna see on the inside. We also have the MSRP up here for 3,800 yen, so about $35, $35 in today's currency conversion, which is not very good for the yen at the moment. But here we have some other examples of some other Mooks. We've got the I Heart RGM book, which we looked at before, and some other cool ones. This Zeta book we've also taken a look at before, and looks like there's some more that are going to be on my wish list there. All right, let's get into it here. So another example of some model kits here. This looks like this is all like the base kits, maybe for all the models that we're going to see in here, as in like what are going to be customized and painted builds. These are just the stock kits of those, I guess. And we've got some contents over here. And starting off, it looks like we've got a sort of interview section. So once again, these are going to just kind of like all the models, or just a bunch of different RGM model kits there, and a whole bunch of text. So this is obviously like the entirety of the book, going to be all in Japanese. Here's just a cool look at some different gym heads over here in 1/100 scale, MG, HG, MG, HGUC. So you can just kind of see some different examples there, and some more of the different kits that are available here, like the Gym Custom, the Gym Sniper 2, Blue Destiny, there, the Thunderbolt version, the Astray, the M1 Astray, interestingly enough, up there as well. So it's just going to be like all the model kits, again, just like out of the box built, just snapped up out of the box built, just as a kind of just talking about some different gym model kits here. It looks like a bunch more as this is continuing into some different kits here, like the HGUC Jagan, the MG 2.0 Gym, some old 80s kits there of the Gym Sniper and the Gym Cannon, for example. So a whole bunch of different cool stuff in there. Then we've got the iHeart's Gym Special Edit here. This is from 2020, I guess, from April. So here we've got, yeah, this is in 1/100 scale. So this is the model that we had on the front in 1/100 scale. So that must be like mostly a scratch build, I would imagine. There's probably not much of that, which is just kit bash from something else. But some pretty cool looking gyms over there as well. The Gym 1 and then the Gym 3 here, obviously. So this one is a mixing build here. So it looks like it's using parts from the Master Grade 2.0 Gundam Mark II, as well as the Master Grade Gym 2, which is a P Bandai kit. So mixing a bunch of those parts. We got a couple of work in progress photos down here. You can see just kind of how it's going to look before painting. And yeah, quite interesting. So definitely a ton of work to go into this, but a beautiful looking model when it's all said and done. I really like the just kind of overall design and proportions of this compared to the HGUC kit. Having just built and reviewed the HGUC kit, it's at the moment very fresh in my memory, right? Of just like kind of how everything looks. And I gotta say, this version is really, really nice, and just makes me even more so. I mentioned this in the review, but this just makes me even more so wish that we had a proper master grade version of the Gym 3. I think would be very cool. I'm not sure it would look exactly like this, because this is like a little bit kind of stylized, customized version, of course. It's probably not going to look quite exactly like this, but I think it would be very cool to have a master grade Gym 3. Certainly something to hopefully look forward to at some point in the future. Speaking of master grades, here is all about the master grade kits, which are all based on the Gym 2.0. So you can see all these here, most of these being premium Bandai kits, majority of them actually, different versions of like the Gym Cannon, the Gym Sniper, the Gym Colony type, Gym Space type there. So a whole bunch of different versions and variations, most of which are P Bandai, unfortunately. But yeah, a lot of really great kits there if you guys are fans. Up next, this is going to be a custom build of the 2.0. So as we were just talking about, so this one is a really nicely detailed up, kind of customized version here of the 2.0 with some nice subtle panel lines added in here and there. Really nice decal work on this as well. Nothing like too extreme in terms of like proportion changes or anything, as I can tell, but very nice detail added to that. And I do really like the white accents on the off-white, because obviously it's in this kind of like typical gym sort of off-white, slightly greenish color there, but then there's a few parts here and there that are like actual plain white, and so it makes for a nice kind of accent color in between there. These parts here at the joints, and also there's little squares of white there kind of on the front of the shins. So it's kind of cool to see like white accents on an off-white color. It's quite unique, very interesting, something to keep in the back of my mind for a future custom paint project. I think that would be pretty nice. Maybe not necessarily on a gym, but on some project in the future. I think it could be a lot of fun. So here's some more about the Master Grade 2.0, the Gundam version 2.0, which they share the same 2.0 frame. Some other different kind of development history stuff, which is all quite interesting if you want to take the time and actually like translate all the Japanese and everything there. Here is Gym 2. Here, this one is also the 2.0 kit. Again, really nice custom build here, and it's got the same thing going on. So I wonder if this is by the same person. I would have to guess, yeah, I think it is. Where they did the joint parts in pure white, and the rest of the white, kind of white, quote unquote white, that looks like white is an off-white kind of color. Definitely a really cool concept, and yeah, something I'm gonna emulate in a future build, I think. That looks really, really nice here. This one again, and this one is, and we got some custom parts here for it, which I believe this was a premium Bandai set to make the Gym like Semi-Striker or Gym Striker. I think it was Semi-Striker, right? So he's got those as like option parts to use here on this Gym 2.0, or this Gym 2 version 2.0, which I gotta say those look really cool here on this kit. That looks really nice. Up next is the Master Grade Gym Cold Districts type. A really cool HGUC kit. In the Master Grade version, it was of course a premium Bandai variation, but another really cool design. And I do really like the Cold Districts type, if for nothing else, just for the color scheme. It's got a great color scheme. I really like the Gym with just like the kind of grayscale and a couple of little red accents here and there. It does look super cool. Really nice, just details added around on this. Looks really sharp and crisp. Very crispy build there of that. We got the Gym Sniper up here. Next, Gym Sniper Custom, I should say. It's definitely got a little bit more of that kind of 80s flair to the design. I'm not sure if it's just like the color scheme. I think it's like the visor, which this one has a much more like customized visor compared to the stock kit originally. But I do like some of the changes to this. It looks like this is kit bashed with the Gundam Verka. So you can see like the Verka shoulders, the Verka arms, the Verka feet, and ankle armor on there. So he's taken a lot of aspects of the Gundam Verka model kit and kind of combined them here with the Gym Sniper Custom. So it's like a Gym Sniper extra custom. But I do really like it. It's very cool. Really nice combination of some of those parts there. Got some more nice large photos of that. The great thing about this book and the previous one is that there's just a ton of great photos in here. Not necessarily a lot of work in progress. As we've seen, there's a few work in progress shots here and there, which are nice to see. It's nice to have those included. But just a lot of really great variation of like these big full body images like that, and then some pretty nice detail shots in here as well. So really nice presentation here of the models in this book. We got some more version 2.0 here. Is kind of like a breakdown of like how some of the runners are broken up for these different variants. This one being variants of the Gym Sniper 2 version 2.0 or the Gym Sniper Custom, just kind of depending on which variant we're talking about, but there's a couple of different ones there. And the Gym Colony type and its variants being like the Cold District type, the Space type over here. So nice, just like production images of some of these. So again, quite a lot more focused than I was expecting of just like the stock model kits, which is still cool to see, like just if you're interested in like the history kind of just model kit releases from Bandai. It's cool. If you're just solely interested in like custom builds, as we've seen going through this so far, you know, it's been kind of about 50-50 so far of like just features about development history and things like that of some of the stock models, and then some really awesome custom builds kind of in between. But here's a few more of the Semi-Striker as I was just speaking about, and the Gym 2 here. Some more Gym Sniper 2 here, and the different variations of that. And the Gym Sniper Custom, the Gym Cannon up there, and the different versions available of that as well. There was a number of those. And now we can see a couple more custom builds here as we're getting into the next page. These are in what scale? Those are 1/44 scale custom builds up here. We got some more photos of them. So kind of interesting kit bashes here of some different elements. It's like a Gym 2 that has like the backpack of a Jesta cannon, and this is like a Gym Sniper 2 with the backpack and equipment like giant missiles of the Gym 3. So kind of a lot of crossover in the mixing there of different gym model kits. Here we got the Origin MSD custom Gym Intercept custom with Fellow Booster. That was a quite interesting release there. I didn't go for that release, but it definitely is very unique, and now I do kind of wish that I maybe would have picked one up of the Gym Intercept. It looks like for the Fellow Booster in this case, this is just a scratch build. I thought I remember that was actually released as a kit for the Fellow Booster. I know I've like seen artwork of it, and so I feel like I saw that released as a kit, but I guess apparently not. Or maybe it was. Yeah, look, it's right here. But I guess this scratch build is just different from like the model kit version. So here's like a bunch of the different model kits that have been released. You can see it's a little bit different. So I guess it is available as a kit. I thought it was, but this scratch build is just going to be slightly different in just in terms of the design of it. That looks quite cool. All right, so more special issue here. Other RGMs. This is getting into kind of late era UC, it looks like, with a lot of these being from like Gundam Victory, based on the Guneasy, it looks like. And there's a Jagan there, but I'm not sure we're gonna see much. Well, yeah, there's the Jagan. So like the Jagan, the Jesta, and like some of like the F90 and Victory Gundam series gyms here. As you can see, kind of a timeline of some of the different designs there. And now getting into some custom builds, the James Gun and the Javelin here. These are obviously based off of some old 80s kits, so just kind of a nice reminder as to how much work needs to go into some of these kits to make them look as good as they do. It's because the kits just snap built straight out of the box are not going to be very impressive, to say the least. So these are some really nice builds of some of those kits. It's always great to see these ones as well. Pretty popular. The G Cannon F71 model kit, I know. It's an old kit, but when it does get reprinted, I know it's pretty highly sought after, just because, you know, once you put in the work in it, it makes for a pretty awesome looking build, I do have to say, but it is going to take a bit of work. As you can see, like there's a ton of customization done on this one to get it to look as good as it is. So nice to have that work in progress image there for reference. You can really see kind of clearly how much custom work was done on it. This one here as well, very cool. The RGM Hardy Gun. This one is also in 1/100 scale, I believe, right? Yeah, 1/100 scale, but still, I mean, remember this is like F91, right? So even though it's 1/100 scale, it's still gonna be kind of smaller than average. And we have the RE100 Guneasy and some different variants of that. Bandai released quite a few different variations. Premium Bandai mostly, I think all of them, all the different variations they released. But they released a number of different variations of the Guneasy RE100 kit, which was kind of cool to see. It was a very interesting kit, very nice. I liked it. Probably one of the best, like speaking objectively, probably one of the best RE100 kits. Not necessarily one of my personal favorites, but it was a really nice kit, very cool. It's one of those where I wasn't that big of a fan of the design until I built it, and building the kit made me appreciate the design more. And these are some really nice builds of it. This is actually, like, looking at some of these builds in here and how good these builds look of it is really making me want to actually go back and work on one of those. So All right, and then we've got the Jesta. This is the Shezar type team from Gundam Narrative, right? So some pretty cool, interesting custom builds here where they made the Jestas much more blue than the stock kits. And I'm not sure how they appeared in the anime. Were they that blue? Possibly, but they're very, very blue here. But really cool equipment. I really liked these versions of the Jesta just because they had some pretty awesome equipment on there with the big, like, Razel cannons and the fuel tanks there, obviously, from the Full Armor Unicorn. Also very cool, the base jabber over here as well, and that is going to conclude the book. So a lot of really cool stuff in there. On the backside, in the backside of the dust jacket back here, advertisement for some more different Gundam Archive issues there, it looks like. So a lot of cool stuff to see in this one. Definitely if you're an RGM fan, there's a lot of stuff in there. And yeah, like I said, there was a lot of photos and information, documentation, just kind of about the different releases from Bandai. So I think, like I said, if you wanted a book here that has a lot of custom builds in it, I think you'll be happy. If you wanted a book that just kind of is a cool documentation of just like some of the history of different releases of RGM model kits from Bandai, it's also that as well. So I think it's a really nice kind of combination mix of the two. A very nice book for just appreciating the RGM in its stock model kit form and in its customized model kit form. So the name, I think, certainly applies. Let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comment section below. What was a particular build that you guys really like? Do you have a particular favorite RGM design or like custom model? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you guys are looking for some of the kits, of course you can find them at USA Gundam Store. The link is down in the video description right below the video. Right down there you can check out the link and check out all the different Gunpla available there. As for this video, guys, that's going to be it. Thank you so much for tuning in and checking it out with me today, this awesome book. And as always, thank you all so much for all of your support, liking the video, commenting, subscribing. It all really helps out and it means a lot to me. So thank you guys. Until next time, hope you all have a great day. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.